The following is a fan-based reaction. Tom Grossi, Patcast, Tom Grossi Comedy, Coach, GPS, Clickbait Sports, Division Sagas, and If the NFL Was Scripted are all owned by Tom Grossi and maybe Brandon Perna. Please support the official release. Go watch Tom's original video. Hello, Ramley and other NFL family pits. I'm here with another Rams fan reaction video. Stoked for this one. Can't wait. I never clicked on a video so fast when it came up on my notifications. Tom, the legend Grossi, made a Rams fan reaction video to the 2023-2024 season. And yes, I am happy to make a reaction to his reaction video. And we're going to see what Tom got right. And did he miss something? Did he get something wrong? We're going to find out. First thing he got right. Tom Grossi, look at his jersey, is wearing a Cooper Kupp jersey. He used to always wear a Jared Goff jersey. So actually, here, one sec. Tom used to always wear this jersey whenever he did a Rams fan reaction video. So clearly, at some point, Tom has actually invested in a current Rams player jersey. So thank you, Tom, for doing that. All right, let's get into it here. Let's see how Tom did.
Well, a 5-12 season with a ton of injuries and our future looking... Can we go back to winning the Super Bowl again? Okay, so we need a backup QB, definitely O-line. Does Whitworth want to come back? We traded Jalen Ramsey? And we only got that?
So, okay, in retrospect, when you think about what were Ram fans thinking after the 5-win season, there definitely was some doom and gloom concerns among the fan base. Like, was Donald going to retire? Was Stafford going to retire? So he maybe could have talked about that, but there weren't. I wouldn't say those were big concerns. McVay leaving coaching was a rumor at one point, but didn't have a whole lot of weight to it. And yeah, when Jalen Ramsey got traded, that hurt. That hurt, especially for a third-round pick and Hunter Long, which worked out to be Hunter Long and Byron Young, which, like, was kind of working out okay, because, like, I know Hunter Long is just sort of, he's mostly been injured, but Byron Young has been fantastic. So anyway, that's all that being said, I think Tom got this right. That was a vibe among the Ramley right after the season.
Well, add secondary to that list, but other than that, we're fine. We're fine.
There definitely was concern.
We don't have a first-round draft pick. No shocker there. But we drafted O-line with our first pick in the second round. And Stenson Bennett. Is he gonna be like a father figure towards Matthew Stafford?
So I do remember that draft class haul was just so massive in the 2023 class. There was just so much excitement just because there was so much young talent coming on in that you really didn't know.
Nakua. That's a cool name. Yep. Everyone says that we're gonna be awful. Great. But
okay, yeah. I remember most Ram fans being pretty optimistic towards this team. It was kind of a debate. People were like, yeah, it's going to be better than last year, but maybe not a playoff team. But then there was a large segment of Ram fans that were like, whoa, Stafford back healthy, Cooper Kupp's back, Aaron Donald's back healthy. We got these new talent, this new influx of youth talent. We still believe in Sean McVay as a coach. So I remember being pretty optimistic that this team could fight for a playoff spot here. But yeah, when week one came, that definitely was a wake-up call to the entire Ram fan base that was like, oh, hello, we're good.
And get all suck it, starting with DK Metcalf and the Seahawks. And did you see our O-line? Yep. They were good. Matthew Stafford could actually throw passes. Puka Nakua, a 5th-round pick, over 100 yards. Tutu Atwell. Sorry, I'm just surprised. Okay, I know.
Yeah, okay. The Tutu Atwell thing, I don't know if a lot of people saw that coming, but Cooper Kupp was out at the time. So seeing Tutu Atwell and Puka Nacua go for, I believe it was 119 that first week, that was crazy.
We lost, and I'm really tired of losing to the 49ers because this is the 9th time. But Puka had nearly 150 yards, and we could have won that game.
Could have won that game.
We're going to be good this year. Apparently, Sean McVay didn't get that message, though, because he was awful today. It's kind of tough to win a football game when you only convert 1/3 down.
That Bengals L was incredibly frustrating.
Puka, 163 yards, a walk-off TD, but good God, we couldn't do that in regulation? Why do you need to make this so stressful? Also,
oh, the Colts win. Oh, that was amazing. Yeah, Puka catching that game winner in overtime. What a game. For therapy, I sometimes go and watch the highlights of this game. I had like a bad day the other day, a couple weeks ago. And I just came home and I just watched Rams highlights. And the first one I went to was the Colts game, and Puka's walk-off touchdown was just, wow, therapeutic.
Considering how much better Stafford plays when he's injured, I'm convinced he's a Super Saiyan. Now, just to be clear, I know that just being a Saiyan would grant you these traits because, as we all know in DBZ lore, when a Saiyan gets beaten up and brought closer to death, they come back even stronger the next time, right? I know that, and honestly, I was going to say that, but I was like, oh, but maybe Super Saiyan, that will reach more people and then they'll understand the reference. But then I'm sitting here and editing and I'm saying, am I limiting my art just to make it more generic? And so, yeah, did I stop this video in the middle just to go through a DBZ rant? Yes. Yes, I did.
First off, I love Dragon Ball Z. Tom is not the first person to compare Matthew Stafford to a Super Saiyan to get a Zenkai boost. And I'm sure he won't be the last. Anyway, I love that Tom just threw that in there. I gotta get my composer. 1 sec.
Now on to week 5. We lost, but it's against the Eagles who were good. And we've been playing pretty good, but 2-3 is a bad record, so we're bad.
Totally.
But we're good. I don't know. Oh boy, that first half was bad, but then we ran the football and look what happened. Also, the rest of the division lost.
Just saying, this is the game we all recognize Kyron William as the Cardinal Killer.
Lost while we won, so it's a good day. We need a kicker. Please. Please just bring a competent kicker. Also, the refs were awful. Sorry, I'm sounding like a Saints fan. Matthew Stafford is hurt, and we got blown out by the Cowboys. It's fine. I didn't even want to be good this year anyway. No Matthew Stafford. Instead, we had Rippin.
Oh.
I am ripping my eyes out after watching that game.
Worst game.
Well, we're 3-6, so who do we want to draft next year? We've scored.
Okay, just saying that Cowboys game sucked a lot. The Packers game, that was a hard watch. That was I remember that week I was traveling for work, so I couldn't do a watch party like I normally do. And I just remember being like, thank you, Lord, for protecting me from doing a live watch party for this Rams-Packers game, but not this year. Rams are going to take the Packers next year, Tom.
7 points in 3 quarters. Seriously, this is how this team is going to look. I don't know why. I take it all back. We won right there, sea chickens. Yes, yes. We are 4-6 and are somehow contending for a playoff spot. The NFC is bad. Kyron Williams, you magnificent running back.
Yeah.
We're still alive. Yes, a 70-yard bomb. Puka Nacua. We're 6-6. We're back at 500. We've won 3 in a row. All this momentum is wasted because we just lost on a punt return. Hey, McVay, you saving those timeouts for a rainy day?
Oh, he got he got the McVay timeout there. McVay's use of timeouts has been very frustrating, especially the token third quarter timeout. For a large portion of his career, there's been many games where he uses a timeout in the third quarter to like protect against a delay of game or something. Conspiracy is that he was talking too much to Matthew Stafford in the headset. We don't actually know, but yes, Tom did a good job capturing that there.
Won, but why do you make it so difficult? Also, Kendrick is bad.
The Rams could have destroyed the Commanders, but had to make that more entertaining than it had to be for Commanders fans.
Not Kendrick Lamar. Let me be very clear. Please do not roast me. I love Puka.
Okay, so he's talking about Darian Kendricks there. I feel bad about this because he just got injured, sadly, and I had hopes that he was going to really improve this year. So I'm sad he's missing this season coming up. I don't expect Tom to necessarily pay close attention to Darian Kendrick, but he is definitely last season he had his rough moments. Let's say that.
Nakua. And I hate our special teams. Seriously, are we going to get that fixed? Okay.
Okay, Rams special teams were like historically bad last year. I think I read an article somewhere that was that like historically in the Super Bowl era, the Rams special teams last year were like the fourth worst ever in NFL history. They weren't that good at returning kicks or kicking the ball or punt coverage or kick coverage. The special team or field goals, anything like it wasn't a good unit. So I'm hoping with the new rule changes on the kickoff return and some new influx of talent that the Rams will be much improved with special teams this year.
So this is why we didn't keep Mason Crosby, or Mason Crosby actually helped the Rams. I like that.
Okay, that's a deep cut because if people remember, Mason Crosby at one point was going to be with the Rams. He almost was there, but then they went they didn't go with him. So then he got picked up by the Giants, and that Giants game was way closer than it needed to be. But Mason Crosby to be honest, the Giants probably should have won it, but Mason Crosby missed a field goal towards the end of the game, and the Rams won. So thank you, Mason Crosby.
We are about to see Carson Wentz versus Sam Darnold.
Here for that.
I don't care. I just want to beat the 49ers.
Yep.
Puka setting records left and right. We beat the 49ers. That's right. You don't beat us 10 times. Nay, nay. We're in the playoffs.
Okay, just for the Wentz versus Darnold game, that was actually a really fun game, especially when the Rams had just been on this, pretty hot streak during the season. It was kind of fun to have that before the playoff game, but it was fun to see Carson Wentz just, risk his life to beat the 49ers essentially. But yeah, fun game. And I'm so glad that our streak in the regular season our streak in the regular season against the 49ers came to an end, but I will always remember the NFC Championship game that the Rams won. Just friendly reminder to Niners fans.
We locked up the 6th seed. We're playing the Lions.
Yeah.
Listen, Eminem, I hear you about that favor, but no can do. Sorry, we have to win. Apparently our red zone offense disagreed. Never mind, you can have that favor.
That honestly, looking back, that Lions game was a roller coaster ride. I still think the Rams. I've rewatched that game since then. There's still so many times the Rams could have won that game. Frustrating.
You go, Lions. Puka Nakua setting records, but it's fine. No, you guys can win. It's totally fine.
And let's not forget, there was a lot of shade that Lions fans were throwing at the Rams and Stafford. So I'm looking forward to week 1. Just saying.
I'm not mad. This is why you never rely on the Packers. Remember the Bills in the offseason saying they wanted to avoid beating us? How's that looking now? Okay, Lions, we did you a favor, and now you had one job.
So, yeah, I do remember being conflicted with the Lions and the Niners, but obviously I was cheering for the Lions to beat the Niners in the NFC Championship game. And, of course, that didn't happen. But we'll see. Also, he totally got the Bills deep cut there that a lot of people wouldn't pick up on, because the Bills general manager said, "Oh, we have to, we don't want to become the Rams." Well, How do you like that, Bills? Huh?
Top Lions, 1. I don't care what the ballot says. Puka's my offensive rookie of the year.
Okay, hold up. The NFL honors legit was disrespect. Puka should have been offensive rookie of the year. Kobe Turner should have been defensive rookie of the year. And Matthew Stafford should have gotten comeback player of the year of Joe Flacco. He played better than Flacco. Plus, he actually was injured. Just saying. I'm not bitter anymore. And of course, now the Super Bowl reaction. That's spot on.
You know, I really wanted the Lions to beat the 49ers, but the fact that Shanahan is 0-3 in the Super Bowl and they had a 10-point lead again, oh, this was worth it. Dotson with a 3-year extension. This is what it's like to have a good O-line.
Yep.
Aaron Donald is retiring.
Okay, wait. Before we get to the Donald retirement, the Dotson signing was huge, especially because the Rams traded. I forget how much they didn't trade a lot. I think it was like a 5th round pick or something to the Steelers for him at the start of last season, and he was just a mauler. He was so good, and so yeah, him re-signing was big, was key off season this year. And yes, Aaron Donald retiring. I'm still not convinced he's fully retired. I think he's coming back. I think.
But Donald, did you see what the offense did? What about Puka? You can't leave him.
It's pretty spot on.
We lost a legend today.
Except for not just Puka, but like Byron Young and Kobe Turner, and now like with Jared Verse and Braden Fett. Like, man, I wish Don was. I'm still convinced we see him one more time.
Lost a legend. And even worse, we signed Jimmy Garoppolo. I know we needed a.
Not gonna lie, still getting used to that. Like, I think it's a good signing. Jimmy Garoppolo is like, I don't know, like when you're sick and you don't want to take the cold medicine. That's kind of how I feel about Jimmy Garoppolo. It's probably good for the Rams, but it's still weird seeing him in a Rams uniform. But like, he's probably a really good backup to have to Stafford. That's kind of where I'm at with the Jimmy G signing.
Backup QB, but he didn't have to be from the 49ers. Hey, we got Trey White. Apparently he disagreed with the Bills too.
Yeah.
We have a 1st round pick. What do I do? It's been so long. Just give me an edge or a corner, please. Jared Verse, you are the new Aaron Donald, and I will not hear anything otherwise.
Okay, no. Okay, that, Tom, there's no Aaron Donald. And if you've listened to the majority of the Rams offseason, it's always like, well, we can't replace Aaron Donald. You know, we're not expecting anyone to be Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is one of a kind. You know, we're going to try and replace his production by committee. And so, or something along those lines.
Oh, we adjusted Matthew Stafford's contract because here in LA, we take care of our players.
Yeah, we do.
Unlike the 49ers with Brandon Ayuk. Yeah. I just want to insult the 49ers.
Okay, accurate. Oh, well done. Well done, Tom Grossi. Yeah, no, Tom did a fantastic job there capturing the majority of, if you were to summarize the Rams season, he did a really good job. Would have added something about, just overall the historic draft class that the Rams had last year. But yeah, I'm so thankful I got to do this. Thanks so much for watching. If you watched to the end of the video, totally a member of the Grossi Posse. And if you want, check out my video in the description below to join my Pick'em League. And we're going to have a lot of fun doing our own little Pick'em game throughout the year. And if you win, you can win an NFL jersey of your choice. Maybe you can be like Tom and get a Cooper Kupp jersey. That's all. As always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams.